You are watching ABC7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. Manatee County was once the epicenter for Florida's opioid crisis. Now it's receiving praise for what it has done to stem the dangerous tide.
County leaders credit their success to a crackdown on dealers and getting help for people fighting their addictions. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now with the latest numbers. Dwayne?
Well, Jacqueline Scott, the Manatee Sheriff's Office says it has arrested a large number of dealers, but also credits a cooperation with other organizations that are doing their part to fight drugs.
They find restoration, that they know that they're not stuck in this addiction.
An answered prayer for Jessica Zielman, who has struggled with drug addiction for years. She's extremely happy about the drastic decrease in opioid deaths for Manatee County.
It's an amazing account for the community coming together. It's been a long time coming, and it's amazing to see.
With the Manatee County Sheriff's Office leading the charge.
The intentional plans and purposes that they've had to go out to help the addict. So being able, the Sheriff's Department, for people to call 911, and at any time they will come and get them. They can get rid of their whatever they have on them and they can get help.
Deputies have responded to 174 overdoses so far this year. This time last year, deputies responded to 842. There have also been 18 overdose deaths so far this year, as opposed to 85 deaths all of last year. Manatee Sheriff's Office spokesperson Dave Bristow attributes the dramatic decline to an increased number of arrests.
We've worked with the feds, the DEA, the U.S. Attorney's Office. We've been very successful in getting the major dealers off our streets.
But admits faith-based programs, local nonprofits, and residential programs as being part of the equation.
It's not just us. We reached out to the community, and the community has really stepped it up.
Zielman applauds the effort by the agency and says the laws in the books have to stay in place in order to get these numbers even lower.
You know, strengthening the laws and having harsher penalties for people with fentanyl, all of those things are important. So it's starting at the community level with people who have been addicted and are addicted, reaching back and giving back, and being out in the community and being willing to be transparent about their struggles, because there is hope.
The Sheriff's Office also has a recovery pod where addicts can get help while they're being held there. Reporting live in Manatee County, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. A Bradenton man is facing drug trafficking charges tonight after investigators say he sold drugs to undercover officers at his business. John Hudson is the owner of Professional Touch Cleaners. That's where deputies say he dealt drugs to undercover officers. Detectives later discovering over 1,000 pills in his vehicle. Among the drugs detectives say they found cocaine, meth, and ecstasy.
Some local veterans are breathing a little easier tonight thanks to a partnership event earlier today. Hosted by the Bay Pines Veterans Affairs Healthcare System, both medical professionals and legal advisors were brought together to speak with veterans to help. The goal is that by aiding veterans with their legal issues, it may help them deal with their medical and mental health in a better environment.
It can be everything from benefits type issues, whether it's related to VA or Social Security, that type of thing, workers' comp possibly, as well as legal type issues, so family issues.
Officials with the Bay Pines VA healthcare system says they want to continue to hold these types of outreach events once a month moving forward.
Florida's economy has topped $1 trillion. That means if Florida was a country, it would have the 17th largest economy in the world. According to the Florida Chamber Foundation, the state is adding nearly $3 billion to the state's gross domestic product each day. Despite hitting the $1 trillion mark, however, there's still room to grow. Wage growth, or the lack of it, has long been pointed to by economists as an area of the Florida's economy and the national economy needs to address.
And speaking of jobs, if you're looking for one, CareerSource is hosting a big job fair tomorrow at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall. More than 30 employers from Manatee and Sarasota counties will be there meeting with job seekers. Manatee County Government, Spectrum, Sarasota Memorial Hospital, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, Ringling Museum, and others will be there. That job fair will be held from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Despite the beautification project in downtown Venice, some local stores and restaurants say business is still good. The construction project, which started last week, has closed down eastbound lane of Venice Avenue. ABC7's Jackie Kelly talked with local shops and the city and shows us how working together has been beneficial for local businesses there. Jackie?
Scott, Jacqueline, I'm here on Venice Avenue, and all day long I've seen people come in and out of the shops behind me despite the construction. Now the city does still urge people to shop local even during this time.
I don't think it's been too much of a problem. We're still doing pretty well.
Maggie O'Reilly, who works at the Green Parrot gift shop, says she has not seen a difference in sales at the store despite the eastbound lane on Venice Avenue being closed.
People do have to park a little farther away. If they park across the street, they have to go to the corner and then come up to our store, but it's not that far. And we also have parking in the back. There's a big parking lot on Miami.
The city says that it's been working closely with business owners to make sure stores don't suffer.
And as concerns are brought to our attention, we do our best to address. One of the largest things we did was we completely redesigned the project to do the eastbound lanes first at the request of the merchants instead of the westbound lanes first.
We want to get it done before season starts, like January, February, March. So it's a good time to be doing it.
The city encourages people to continue to shop local.
We've been working really hard with Venice Main Street to try to come up with ways to encourage people to come downtown and enjoy downtown Venice. Businesses are open and they're accessible. We have plenty of parking over at Centennial Park. We have clear pathways for pedestrians to get to and from the businesses.
Eastbound construction should be complete by this November, and the other road construction projects in downtown Venice should start in October and be completed by February. Reporting live in Venice, Jackie Kelly, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Jackie, thank you.
All right, let's get a check on our hot weather today with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hi, Bob.
Hi, good news down there in Venice is they haven't had a lot of delays, weather delays, because the storms have been, for the most part, this summer inland. A lot of the activity has been inland today again. Showers and thunderstorms continue to fire up. There's scattered heavier activity into Hardee County and also near Arcadia. One lone shower there popping up, just popping up, so expect some lightning to generate from that storm. Near Duet, some heavy rainfall just to the west of Wauchula. You can see all that kind of moving to the northeast. Look at this storm. It's moving to the west. So these two are going to meet and explode right there in southwestern portions of Polk County in the next hour or so. Along State Road 64, tough driving all the way through Arcadia, or I should say to Wauchula there. Arcadia getting some heavy rainfall, tough driving there as well. High pressure has bounced to the south now. We're getting this west to southwesterly wind component, which really brings the dew point temperature up and makes it feel much hotter. The heat index today, 100 to 105 degrees here along the Sun Coast. Although it's cooled down a little bit in places like Northport and Hidden River as a result of some rainfall around, not much rain has occurred along the immediate coast, and so it's still 90 degrees at the airport, and that dew point high at 76. More in our forecast in a few. Back to you.
Hi, Bob. Thank you. New developments tonight involving Parkland school shooting suspect Nicholas Cruz. We'll have to wait a little longer before a judge says she will decide on whether or not to release a 12-hour interview where Cruz admitted to investigators that he was the killer. At a hearing today, media outlets asked the judge to allow disclosure of the statement under public records law. Attorneys for the 19-year-old Cruz want the entire statement suppressed, saying it would influence jurors in his trial. The judge ultimately deciding to rule later and allow time for an appeal by either side. Cruz faces the death penalty if convicted of the Valentine's Day attack at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School that killed 17 people. His attorneys say he would plead guilty in exchange for a life prison sentence, but prosecutors have rejected that offer.
A closer look now at the summit between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, the two meeting one-on-one with only translators. President Trump refusing to criticize Putin over Russia's 2016 election hacking, and that's despite Friday's indictment of 12 Russian intelligence officers. ABC's Janae Norman reports from Washington.
President Trump and Vladimir Putin talking the Trump campaign and possible collusion and interference in the 2016 presidential election, both denouncing the investigation by special counsel Robert Mueller.
I hold both countries responsible. I think that the United States has been foolish. I think that the probe is a disaster for our country.
Putin denying accusations of what he says is the so-called interference, despite 12 Russian intelligence officers being publicly named in an indictment last Friday. Charges include conspiring to hack into computers, stealing sensitive information, and releasing documents.
Could you name a single fact that would definitively prove the collusion. This is utter nonsense.
Putin even offering to have Russians interview those indicted intelligence officers. President Trump asked flat out who he's siding with, his own U.S. intelligence agencies concluding Russia interfered in the election, or the Russian president.
Who do you believe?
I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today, and what he did is an incredible offer.
The Russian president, a former intelligence officer himself, asked whether he has compromising information on President Trump, Putin not offering a flat denial.
Well, please just disregard these issues and don't think about this anymore again.
And some Republicans with strong reaction. Senator John McCain calling today's press conference one of the most shameful performances by U.S. president in memory. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Former Florida Senator Bob Graham was chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee and tells ABC7 he's astonished that President Trump would make the claims that he did today, despite evidence to the contrary. Graham is campaigning across the state in support of his daughter Gwen, who's running for the Democratic nomination for governor. Graham tells ABC7's Alan Cohn it's amazing that the president would contradict his own intelligence community.
I'm stunned that the President of the United States should reject the advice for which we spend billions of dollars a year verifying intelligence information, that in fact Russia was involved in an attempt to alter the results of the 2016 election.
Now make sure to tune in tonight on ABC7 at 7 to hear Alan Cohn's exclusive interview with Graham on President Trump, the Russia investigation, and the Florida governor's race.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, despite a drop in attention, the risk of Zika virus is still high.
What percentage of travelers are impacted by the disease? Plus, are your airline seats getting smaller? Find out coming up next.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Forester is an IIHS top safety pick for 12 years running, and right now, you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991. Now, in one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Everything all right? Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Summer vacation means travel, and travel means being prepared. And there's also something that your doctor might tell you about that. With more, here's ABC's Linda Lopez.
Remember the fear around the Rio Olympics of the Zika virus? The fear is that it might spread in the U.S.? Well, travel experts are reminding you not to forget. Reported cases of Zika continue to decline, but more than 90 countries still have risks, and the risk of outbreaks is still high. 80% of infections show no symptoms, but infections passed to newborns can have terrible outcomes. The CDC says women should not get pregnant for 2 months after going to a Zika-infected country. Men should wait 6 months before having kids, but people often ignore those recommendations. The CDC's website has a list of countries with travel warnings and what to do. So get away and have some fun, but remind yourself about Zika and stay safe. With this Medical Minute, I'm Linda Lopez.
Now your ABC7 Alert Weather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Ringling Bridge, Norm Schimmel. Norm getting this picture this morning. Some storms off in the Gulf. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing some fair weather cumulus clouds, and then starting to get a little bit darker there off in the distance as a result of inland storms. We're getting the high tops blown off from the storms toward the coast, and so we'll see some of the high-level cirrus clouds in play again, I think, tonight for the sunset, so it could be another good one. We are looking at those showers and storms progressing basically from the south to the north right now, with a little bit of an easterly push lately with these storms into northeast Manatee County near Wauchula. Some heavy rainfall. Arcadia, this storm just starting to pop. We have some lightning starting to get generated there near State Road 70 into DeSoto County. Bowling Green is coming down heavy now, and you can see the live lightning detection. Some pretty heavy lightning starting to take shape with this cell. They're going to meet right here. This one's moving to the west. This one's moving to the actual northeast, and they're going to meet right there and really explode over southern portions of Polk County tonight. The heights of these storms up to 45,000 feet, and expected to go a little higher once that collision occurs. And you can see the futurecast indicating that. Now, some of the residual outflow boundaries and the fact that it's just so hot here right now near the coast, there's a lot of energy stored right here. There could be a few late night storms popping up here and there as it traverses off into the Gulf of Mexico and then moves back onshore right around sunrise tomorrow morning, and then the heavier storms will be inland. This is a pattern we've been all too familiar with this summer, it seems, as a lot of troughs have been moving over the southeast United States during the summer months, and it looks like that continues on into Tuesday, Wednesday, even into Thursday. A general west flow due to a frontal boundary and a trough of low pressure to the north of us. That doesn't go away either on Wednesday and Thursday. As I mentioned, same story with a heavier rainfall to the north of us and into the interior portions of our viewing area. We'll see a steady west wind too. A little bit of an east flow will start late tonight once those storms die down over central Florida. That'll be the land breeze developing. It'll be rather subtle. You won't see very strong winds, but it'll be just enough to create some convergence out there in the Gulf of Mexico for allowing a few late night storms to pop up here and there. Temperatures across the state, 88 degrees in Orlando now, Jacksonville at 82, 87 now, Miami. And temperatures currently here, 90 in Northport, 81 in Mayaca City, 91 in Bradenton. And you factor in that dew point temperature, it feels like about 95 to 100 degrees all across west central Florida. No cooling storms in sight either. The high today was 91 above average. This morning's low was a couple degrees above average, and we're going to see that continuing above average overnight readings due to that westerly flow. As far as rainfall goes, we have a deficit now for the month and the year. We're over a quarter inch below average for the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport anyway. Here's the rainfall forecast calling for more inland storms again tomorrow afternoon with a little bit of activity along the coast. Temperatures across the U.S., it's 100 in Phoenix, same in Dallas, 94 in St. Louis and Kansas City. And then temperatures for highs tomorrow staying hot over the central U.S., even into Atlanta tomorrow, 91 degrees and 93 in Memphis. A little bit cooler in Cleveland, 79. For boaters, winds out of the southwest at 10 knots, and we'll have pretty calm conditions out there in the waters once again. In the forecast, chances for rain, 30% for your Tuesday. Wednesday bounces up to 40%, stays with us on Thursday, and then we'll get back to scattered afternoon and evening storms, I do believe, Saturday and Sunday, with high temperatures staying close to seasonal averages. Back to you.
Thank you. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. No major traffic delays in South County. In Sarasota, the roads are also looking clear, while in Bradenton, we are seeing some slowdowns on I-75 northbound, just past State Road 70. Scott?
Thanks, Jacqueline. Tall people can rejoice, maybe. Airline seats may not be getting any smaller. I don't know how they could, but if you thought airlines may have been getting more cramped recently, you are right. A study by airline consulting agency ICF showed the average domestic airplane has increased the number of seats by nearly 8% in the last 15 years. But a new bill from the FAA is now in Congress aiming to set minimum seat sizes within a year. And the Department of Transportation has also started an audit of airplane cabins to make sure they are roomy enough to meet safety codes.
Amazon Prime Day is here and also facing some issues. Since beginning sales at 3 p.m., people have been experiencing problems with the website. Prime Day runs from now through the end of Tuesday, with more than 1 million Prime members looking for the best deals. Amazon says some of the deepest discounts will come as lightning deals, limited time sales that go live and then sell out quickly. For the first time ever, you can also find Prime deals in actual stores, with added deals for Prime members in Whole Foods locations. But buyers beware. Make sure to price compare before you purchase those items in your shopping cart.
U.S. retail sales rose last month despite higher prices and only a modest increase in pay for workers. According to the Commerce Department, sales at retailers and restaurants increased by 0.5% in June. That's an almost 7% sales increase from last year. Still, some of the spending increases, such as gas station sales, simply reflect higher prices.
Well, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, and you're struggling to pay your bills while your case is dragging on, that's where Oasis Financial comes in. Only Oasis has Oasis Express Cash that can get you from $500 to $25,000 in as little as 24 hours, faster than anyone else. There's no risk and no out-of-pocket cost.
It was so simple. I made one phone call. Oasis was able to give me the money within 24 hours.
To pay for my electric bill, my rent, and my groceries for my children.
And even if you end up losing your case, Oasis lets you keep the money, so there's absolutely no risk to you. You don't have to worry about repaying Oasis.
If I had lost my case, then I wouldn't be responsible for paying the money back. And that was a blessing.
Oasis, they killed it, man. They helped me out. They gave me my life back.
See how much money you can get before your case settles. Call Oasis Financial, because life moves faster than your case. 1-800-874-8185. 1-800-874-8185.
Hello, I'm John Merce. Rugs As Art is celebrating yet another anniversary, and I would personally like to thank each and every one of you for the many years of continuous support. All during the month of July, we're having a grand celebration. We have flooded our showroom with yellow tag specials, meaning more discounts and more savings than ever before, plus free padding. So don't miss this anniversary celebration at Rugs As Art, Sarasota's bigger and better area rug superstore.
In entertainment news, a strong weekend at the movies with 2 films making their debut.
Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Skyscraper made their big screen release. The animated children's movie beating out Ant-Man and the Wasp in its second weekend, placing #1 with $44.1 million. Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp coming in second with $28.8 million, while Skyscraper at #3 only took in $25.5 million.
Something is coming to Hawkins, Indiana. Fans of the hit show Stranger Things getting a sneak peek of season 3 today. Stranger Things posting this video to its Twitter account. It appears to be an 80s ad for a mall in the Stranger Things universe called Starcourt. The character Steve Harrington making a quick appearance in an ice cream shop's uniform. The video teasing, hint, that the mall is coming next summer.
Well, Netflix has revealed on Twitter the first photo of the British actress who will play Queen Elizabeth in the 3rd season of The Crown. Olivia Colman was announced in October as the new lead in the award-winning drama series. She takes over the role from Claire Foy. Netflix has yet to confirm when season 3 will air, but reports have suggested it will be sometime in 2019.
And the Girl Scouts are serving up more than Thin Mints and shortbread cookies this year. Today, the Girls Youth Organization releasing a new music video called Watch Me Shine. The newly adopted Girl Scouts anthem, the song's music video, is produced by an entirely female ensemble and bears a message aimed at inspiring young women. Listen to it, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I used to be a Girl Scout. I loved being in that program. That was great.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.